is going on, entertainers? I got money on me in my jeans. Talk about me and my me. Money on me. Money on me. Bitch, I got money on me in my jeans. Talk about me and my jeans. Money on me. I got money on me. Okay, now you better find your way off to Baddies so they could promote your song. Okay, I could imagine you singing it during one of the Baddies hostess. So you should try to find your way on Baddies so you can sing money on me in my jeans. Okay, what is going on? Entertainment so time coming to y'all with a long-awaited video. Deja Vu season 3, the final season. First of all, now that's TV. Why y'all always ruin something that's good? How is this the final season? No shade to Isaiah, but Sausage Baddies going into his 5th season. Like, it don't make no sense. Does the show cost that much to produce that y'all don't want it to do it no more because of the budget? Like, it's really making me mad. Like, wow. That's one of y'all best shows, and y'all just gonna end it. Why? Why? I just don't see the reasoning. I don't care what it is. It's not valid. That's one of y'all best shows. Everybody always looks forward to it. And we still haven't gotten a second season of the Academy. Okay? First girl we see that gets introduced is Naj. Now, one thing about Naj, when she got that dark long hair, she be looking foreign, like Indian or some ish. Like, she looked really, really good with that black hair. She finally accomplished her dreams of getting on Deja Vu. Y'all know Naj been screaming up and down from the streets of South Central back to the streets of Atlanta and the streets that she snuck Lacey on when she walked up in that house to get on Deja Vu. So she finally accomplished her dream. So shout out to her for manifesting, okay? Because she has really been saying she wanted to be on Deja Vu. One thing about Naj though, she gonna always say, you know, I'm here to, you feel me, like I'm here to show a different side of me. Like, I don't want to be fighting, but then she fights the whole season. Like, that's one thing you're gonna expect out of Naj. She gonna tell you, hey, I'm not gonna be fighting, but she gonna stumble. Like, girl. Like, it would almost be awkward if Naj was on a Not As TV show and she wasn't fighting. Like, it almost wouldn't make sense. So it just fits the narrative. Sorry, Naj. So then we get Ferragamo. Now, Ferragamo to me is the Scotty and Not As TV. You don't really know why she's there, but she's pretty and she's just there. So it's like, and it's so funny because they're friends in real life. Ain't that funny? Y'all, by the way, y'all, I have a close friend. She's cool with Farrah. Like, she know Ferragamo in real life, like before the Not As TV thing. So it's like, it's kind of funny because when I told her about some of these shows, she said, Ferragamo. I'm like, yeah, why? She's like, I know her. So yeah, I know your T Ferragamo. Let me stop. I know, not like that. Anyways, so she's on Deja Vu season 3. Her confessional look with the Lizzie McGuire, I hate it. I don't like it. You was better off with the faux hawk or Young and the Reckless. The one that got tore because the male. You was better off with that. But the Lizzie McGuire, I don't like it. It looks like a hat. It looks like a helmet. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at her being on this season. To be honest, it made a lot more sense than her being on Girls Trip. Her being the host of Girls Trip, to me, I don't think made sense. I feel like she was, I guess, like the only one available in Miami at the time to host the Girls Trip. So she was just there. So this show kind of goes with her vibe more, a little bit more than Girls Trip. Plus, she ain't got to worry about that fat bitch named Scarlett. Because you lucky she didn't tear you on that Girls Trip. So we got this girl named Queen Nola. I didn't remember who she was. I had to literally look up who she was because I was like, who's that? When the cast like dropped and stuff and started airing on the Not As TV blogs. Apparently she was on Pick a Side. Now, Pick a Side, a lot of the girls didn't get confessionals and stuff, so I literally still don't really recall who she really was. I think she was more towards the end. She was one of the girls that came towards the end or something like that when they added a whole bunch of bitches. I think that's her. Next, we got Michelle, who's on this season from season 1. I didn't like Michelle season 1. She was very loud and irritating to me. And she kept talking about Team Light Skin with cologne, okay? And all that. I'm surprised that they had Quality Cologne, Big Quality Beach on this season. I was shocked that they had Miss Quality Cologne to come back, okay? So I wasn't too much of a fan of her because, like, I found her to be sort of weird on season 1, to be honest. But she's back and still loud as ever. Okay. And she said the only reason why she came back is because it's the last season. And that's gonna be that. Okay. Child, you really came back though, because you get picked for baddies. You thought you were for the real baddies, but they picked Diamond the body. Okay, instead of it. That's where some of the pressure coming from. That's why the girlies are mad. Okay, Diamond went on baddies and did Deja Vu. The girls couldn't take it. It was like, oh my god, why are you here? They was pissed. So the girls start to mingle or whatever, and they start to talk about who they think is gonna be on the show. And Naj is not looking forward to Dawn being on Deja Vu. Y'all know how Dawn do. Y'all remember? Let me tell y'all something. The girls that's just getting on that as TV and watching it, the girls that's been there from the beginning, y'all know what Dawn gives. Before there was a Gigi clocked it, there was Dawn. Dawn used to clock it. That nigga used to be on Instagram Live spilling tea, clocking tea. Before Renee Trill was clock that tea, Dawn was clocking that tea. His version of clocking that tea was, are you high? Instead of clock that tea, it was, are you high? Like, that was Dawn. So, like, the girlies really don't know about Dawn unless you was been watching on STV, like, a couple years ago back. You mean? So, it's kind of funny that they're all going to be on this show now. Naj is not happy with him being there because they're no longer together, and Naj got a girlfriend. I always thought Naj like the Punani, okay? So it's good that she living in her true self. She never hit it before. So, you know, I've just felt like her dating Dawn was sort of like a little bit of a phase. It was a straight phase, okay? So she says she knows that he's coming and that he ended up DMing her probably from one of his fan pages and said, hey, Naj, are you high? Can we talk? Okay, and basically try to get tea on how Deja Vu is gonna be. So then we get on the topic of Diamond. Diamond the body, okay? Child, Diamond the body has Michelle still a little bothered. She claims that Diamond is using her for clout, and Diamond is always posting about her, and feels like Diamond has nothing going on but just to keep posting about her, agitating her, and everything like that, and that she's the clout. I don't agree with this. Diamond is a clout chaser. Don't get me wrong. I'll say that to the day I die. But I don't think she was using Michelle for clout. Because in my opinion, Diamond is more known than Michelle. Hence why she got picked for baddies and not her. Sorry. So I feel like that's a little bit of a stretch to say that she was using you for clout, even though she denounces herself as a clout chaser. I think she was trolling you. There's a difference. Diamond used Tasiki for clout and to troll her because Tasiki has like a big name. She's known as the Eater. Michelle is sort of like, she was just trolling because she felt petty because, you know, she lost a fight with you and won a fight with you. That's just how I feel about this situation. But y'all know that damn Michelle. If y'all follow her on Instagram, that bitch travels like a gypsy. So she was saying every time she would go out the country, out in Waikiki, Egypt, and Samoa-ish, she look on the internet and Diamond is out there trolling her. I remember her and Diamond going back and forth online during the Baddies Caribbean auditions because I remember, I think Michelle went and some people thought she was going to get casted and she never got casted. So I do remember around that time frame. So I'm thinking she's probably referring to that because I remember she had went to like vacation like directly after they had announced the cast, something to that effect. Like I get Michelle's issue with her because don't nobody want to be trolled online continuously. But here go Naj. Naj, I'm sorry, but you so full of crap. I'm not even playing. How you gonna be mad at Diamond for you saying, oh, her and Gucci need to go away. They need to be replaced. It need to be me and Dawn. Clearly that didn't work, did it? Uh-huh. You was talking all high and mighty, talking about you need to be on Deja Vu with Dawn. Now you went on Deja Vu, but you ain't go with Dawn, did you? I'm just saying, like, I don't get how she expected Diamond to not take offense to that. Like to basically be okay with saying, okay, I could be replaced, it's fine. Like, no, of course nobody's gonna be like, yeah, sure, Come on over. No. Like, come on, Naj. You smarter than that. And you still didn't go with Dawn. So you didn't get your full wish. You got half of it. And this whole situation about Diamond being a hoe and her calling her out on it, okay? That bitch is like Mariah Land. Once upon a time, not long ago, I was a hoe. Like, she admitted it. She ain't took it back because she did it. She was a hoe. So it's like, that read to me is so old and dry because it's not like Diamond has ever strayed away from being a 304. So I don't think that was a good read for her to say in the confessionals at all, to be honest. And I don't think Diamond took offense to it when it was going back and forth online like that, to be honest. Because she'll say it herself. Like, she'll say it in interviews. She'll say it around. And to be honest, ain't money on me. I got money on me. Who throwing the money on you, Nash, huh? It gotta be a sugar daddy. Money on me, MTV. Money on me, MTV. Money on me, MTV. Yeah. Money on me. Who's throwing the money at you, Naj? It ain't T-Law. Maybe it's Swag. But I think it's the sugar daddy. So y'all might be in the same boat. Saying she made music while being a 304. I'm just saying. So enters in the talk of the town, Diamond the Body, okay? It's a girl, Diamond the Body, aka Queen of Deja Vu, aka because I'll be disturbing these bitches. Yeah, and I'm here on Deja Vu season 3, because that's what I do. Y'all know how she okay, this time Diamond didn't move too much in the confessionals, okay? I don't know if it was because of Zeus, but a lot of the movement that we usually get from Diamond in the confessionals, she didn't do too much of that, okay? So she comes in, and then we see white boy Colton. Now, y'all know I always be calling him out because we always see this white boy named Colton on the show. If you notice, he's in every little crevice of the shows and stuff. So he comes in, he like, yee. To me, this was so odd. We're gonna give him an A for effort, okay? And I'm mad at Najee. She singled him out like that. But we're gonna give him A for effort because he had the goal to do what a lot of you niggas would never do. I would never do. Would be on a Not As TV show. Okay? So shout out to him for doing that, coming from a producer side. Because hopefully he didn't get packed out. Like, because they say he didn't last long from what they already said in this episode. So I'm like, please, y'all didn't pat this white boy out, but he a different type of white boy, okay? He like a Vanilla Ice type of white boy, Eminem type of white boy, Mac Miller type of white boy. Shall I go on? He that type of white boy, if you get what I'm saying. So DTB wants in, y'all, this how you know DTB been with Zeus for a little bit. Because now she's not as quick as she used to be to action. She scoped the scenery. Apparently, they told her to sit in the empty booth. So she sat in the empty booth on the other side. So that way she don't sit in the back of them so they don't snatch her from the back. Especially how Nunu popped her ass after she done snuck Kiva in there. So she knew better, right? Because this is fresh off of the Caribbeans. So she sits in the empty booth with white boy Colton, and next thing you know, Naja and them like, so I thought we was cool. Like, you was gonna sit in the booth with us. I thought you sit in the booth with us. So then she is a moving over to the booth with the rest of the girlies, and she sits on the opposite side, and all the girls are just sitting on the opposite side, just looking at her. And Naj starts off with, "Oh, I didn't mean no offense to that. You know, I just wanted to come on the show." With Dawn at the time, and I thought y'all was gonna be done with the show. So you know, if y'all wanted another couple, it would have been us. Nah, Naj, okay, but Dawn be dressing like he just got out of bed. Like he don't put no effort. You know what I'm saying? Like he put like a tank top and a jacket. Like no effort whatsoever. Like it don't make no sense to me. Like, and you thought you could replace Gucci and Diamond? No. I'm sorry. Now, Dawn could whoop Gucci's ass, but in regards to like personality and aesthetic, Gucci and Diamond are not the same as the Dawn and Naj. That's just is what it is. So it's like you could, that couple could have never replaced like a Gucci and a diamond. That's just how I feel about it. This scene though showed me how slick Diamond is and how funny she can be in regards to beefing with other women. Because she, in one way and another, said that I don't want to fight, but still said, but I still tried you though. But I don't want to fight, but I tried you. And it was making Michelle so hot. That bitch was turning into a tomato. Cause you know the bitch light bright in the mug. Okay. So every time she started yelling, she was just started red as my shirt. Okay. So she starts confronting Diamond. She's like, oh, you know, you've been trolling me online, and I feel like you're low-key nitpicking with me, and I feel like you're trying to look for clout and stuff. So Diamond's like, I'm a troll. I troll, okay? I am a troll. So when I troll, I'm a clout chaser. I'm a clout chaser. Y'all know how Diamond do with that mean ass list. I'm gonna be so disappointed this season on Midwest if the list get worse. Ugh. Diamond, no, because you know the truth, right? Anyways, she's like, I'm a clout chaser. I am. So she basically admits she's a clout chaser. Diamond has admitted this before, so I don't know why the girls even take her serious like that in regards to beefing online. But it was just funny to me how like she basically said she didn't want to fight, but in one another breath said, "But I disrespected you though." Okay. Do I think she's scared of Michelle? No. Do I think Michelle's scared of her? No. I just think Diamond didn't want to fight because the bitch looked cute in that blonde wig with the bows. That's why I think she didn't want to squabble. That's my reasoning. Okay. I don't think it was just because she was like, oh, Michelle gonna be my ass. I think she was looking cute, one. And two, she was probably thinking, if I fight one, I'm either get jumped and get packed out, or I'm gonna have to fight all three of them bitches back to back to back. And fighting Naj is like fighting two bitches in one. So she probably didn't want to go through that route. But I think now that Tasiki has done what she did to Diamond, we're not going to see Diamond do a whole lot of online trolling. Okay, that socket said a whole lot of social media posts, an S and an S. Okay, not the two thought the socket it saved a lot of social media posts. I'm just saying. All right. Now Naj pissed me off. Why you had to make? First of all, y'all gotta understand. Colton was bold enough to come in there as the only white cast member, the only person that has accomplished that since him has been, from what I remember, Abby. Who's the latest white cast member? Vanilla's black, y'all, for y'all that been wondering. Okay? So she don't count. Abby. She's been the latest white cast member. Sierra don't really count either because I think that bitch is Hispanic. She's still considered white, but y'all know what I mean. So he was already bold enough to enter in with that being on his shoulders. Naj, you did not have to exclude that boy like that. Naj is like, Colton, what the is you doing here? Get away from here and get behind the camera. Pick up a light pole, nigga. Pick up a microphone. Get the booth, okay? Basically telling him, like, what are you doing here? It's awkward. Let me tell y'all what they did wrong. They should have put a white girl in there and threw it in the mix to make it a little bit even, to make him feel a little bit more comfortable. Because you could already tell, I don't think it had nothing to do with race, with him being uncomfortable. I think it had to do with him being a producer slash camera person slash all the stuff he does in the background and then being on camera. Because it really doesn't make sense, though. Like, how do you go from that to this? It's one thing if somebody goes from like being like a social media person and then end up on TV. Okay, it's cool. But it's like you being on the camera side in the background and then to the front of the camera, it is gonna be a little bit awkward because it's gonna seem like a prank. That's why they started to act like that, because it gave very much like prank vibes. Like, now that CB's trying to troll y'all by putting him in the scene. That's what it kind of gave, and him drinking with the girls and stuff. And I also felt like they put him in the wrong scene too. Y'all brought him in full of bitches being catty. Y'all should have brought him in with the niggas. It would have flowed a little bit better. That's what I think. But now she had to call that boy out like that. That boy had to walk away with his tails between his legs. I said, "Aw." Apparently he didn't last long. That's why we don't see a confessional for him. But you know, it's always the gentleman's club, right? Child, they said that gentleman's club subscription. That description says a gentleman's club. He dresses nice. He bags all the ladies. So I said, okay, so ain't no gay niggas allowed. Okay. Now that TV said this show is not for the fags. We want only straight niggas on this motherfucker. So, Colton, you might have another chance. The Gentleman's Club. Okay? That's gonna be your next shot. So the next two cast members we get introduced to is Messy Florida, aka LaRue. Okay, so she comes in, she talks about, oh, y'all probably remember me from getting slummed by the Jolly Green Giant, aka Fetty. And then we also get introduced to Cookies. Now I was shocked that she came back. One thing Not As TV is forgiving. Because the amount of shit this girl done talked about Not As TV, I was shocked that they invited her back. But I want to talk because I talked shit about Not As TV when I felt away. When they y'all remember when I was mad? I stopped recapping Not As TV because I felt away about that West interview. So I can't talk shit because I'm the same. So I was shocked that they brought her back, to be honest, because I didn't think that they would have did that because she used to talk cash money shit, okay? About Mr. Owner and some more shit. I found out a lot of tea because of her. Big Lex tea on some more shit. So it's like, seeing her come back, one thing Not As TV, they're going to give you a second chance if you diss the network. Hopefully they have that same energy for Big Ivory because I don't know if they will after she dissed them, basically calling them poor, okay? So they come in, LaRue sitting down, and she's in the midst of them basically questioning Diamond, and she felt like it was like a light skin versus dark skin thing. Didn't I tell y'all that damn Michelle? We didn't even forget that first season when y'all was on team light skin, and all that shit. You can't do that shit now, I tell you, because I'm telling you that shit gonna fuck up social media. Because Not As TV wasn't that known as it's known now. So I hope she didn't go in this season doing that same team light skin shit, because they're gonna terrorize her on the internet about that shit. Okay, so LaRue though starts to kind of call out Nola because she feels like she's hopping in a situation which she don't really have that much like acknowledgement about. Apparently, y'all, they're filming this show called Reckless Inc. I guess it's supposed to be like the Not As TV's Black Ink. Ferrari, bitch, if I were you, I would have trademarked the word reckless in the reality TV sphere, bitch. Because they done took a part of your shit and made it another show. Rario, you supposed to be a part of that show. Yeah, you know. You feel me? Like, I'm just saying. Anyways, so her, Nola Farrow, and Nola Farrow, Michelle are all on that show. So they sort of have a clique. It's the Reckless clique, okay? Word the Legacy ML. So they having each other's back. So she's sort of hopping in the situation to, like, I guess, have her back. Not really needed. I was thinking the same as LaRue because it's like, it's not like Michelle needs you to be her like mouth or her bodyguard. She already fought Diamond. Them bitches wrestle like WWE fucking sumo wrestlers in season one. You wasn't even around. So it's like, you don't really need to speak for her because she could do it on her own, to be honest. And from what I see, DTB hasn't trolled in a long time. So clearly the bitch learned her lesson. LaRue, you was giving Queen D and them confessionals, bitch. Them titties was reckless, okay? You giving that bitch Mel stiff competition with them titties. Because y'all remember Queen D in that damn Greek life confessional? She said that whole time she was just holding her breath. There was another cast member competing for that $100,000. LaRue's titties are another cast member on Deja Vu season 3 because them was busting out the seams every 2 seconds. Okay, so they're sitting down. They sort of separate the cast or whatever, and she's sitting down with Colton, Diamond Body next to Cookies. So Colton's like, so like, we gotta have each other back in this shit. You feel me? Like you my number one. Like, you feel me? Like, for sure. You my number one. LaRue like, oh yeah, for real? Like, you think so? Like, spit it out. Like, what's up? Oh, for real? I mean, like, you cute, but like, you white. I don't know about that. Like, Colton said number one, like that nigga playing Survivor of Big Brother. What the fuck you thought you was getting into, nigga? I thought he was gonna be like, hey, like, I'm trying to get with you. That nigga was trying to build an alliance. What you thought this was Greek life? This nigga said number one. What does that mean? Friendship, nigga? Like, no. You wanna be with her, you wanna court her. Babe, I love you. You my thing. I your mangy. Fuck her when it rain. Like, LaRue want to be courted. Fuck a number one. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? Okay? So, I guess he's trying to find some people that's going to, I guess, have his back when he enters in that house. I'm so interested to see how this is going to work out with him entering that house because it don't look good so far. They were sort of like flirting with Colton, especially Cookies. They were sort of, I guess, comparing him to Andy. I don't think he's comparable to Andy. He's a lot cuter than Andy. Like, no shade. Like, that's more of a vibe than the Andy. Andy is like Miami white boy. Like, ugh. You feel me? Like, Colton get very much like Atlanta white boy. Like, there's a difference. Anyway, we get Matt entering the fucking show. Matt talking about this Matt, Mac, you do not have all your teeth to be snickering like that, nigga. So he comes in and child, ooh, I done looking at the ground lately. They've been clocking your teeth, baby. That's really bad. I was like, ooh. They saying some crazy shit about Mr. Mac truck. Apparently he been placing his big Mac truck right in them niggas' garage. Okay. I was like, oh. Anyways, he walks in. Y'all know how he says it's the Mac show. He feels like he's always a storyline or whatever. He comes in, Mac, I appreciate you cutting them dreads, but you're going to have to start putting that black fixer flat on the head. Because it was giving skating, okay? They could have filmed an episode of Reckless Ink using the ink on your forehead. So it's like, not too much of that on the forehead, just a little bit less. You could go bald. You feel me? Matt could really change his whole look. That nigga could go bald, low cut fade, get the tooth placed in. You know what I'm saying? Like a whole Krishan Rock makeover. That dog, he's a dangerous type of DL nigga. Them type of niggas you gonna never find out about because he know how to play his cards right. I guess not anymore though. Anyways, he comes in a like immediately. Naj is like, is we cool? Is we cool? You got beef with me? We not cool? So if y'all don't know, Naj and him had a back and forth because of Dawn. I'm telling y'all, this was in the messy days. Before Now That's TV became mainstream. I feel like Now That's TV now is mainstream, by the way. I feel like then it wasn't that mainstream. Now it's like mainstream, I feel like. So before the mainstream days, Dawn, which is the boy y'all gonna see on this show, was beefing with Mac, and then Mac ended up dissing Naj, calling her Skeletor. It's all types of shit. Okay, so they had got into it or whatever, right? And then that's when Dawn had said something about Mac daughter. So it was like a whole lot of like them going back and forth. So basically, Mac at that point already apologized. He was like, "Oh, he don't want no beef. He not beef with a bitch, et cetera, et cetera." Now I do feel like though, if Dawn was there with Naj and they were still together, I don't think we would have been having the same conversation. That's my opinion. I feel like that first tussle would have been between Dawn and Mac. That breakup literally saved a fade. Okay, literally. I feel like that breakup saved a fade that we could have saw. Mac though thinks that Dawn is his boy and that he's extremely loyal and that he's gonna have his back to the end. So we're gonna see if that holds up on the show because next episode looks like they're doing a 20 versus 1 to get in the house. So after Don does his interest and they sort of settle that out, we get back to what I call politicking phase. I cannot stand when the cast members do that. When they start conjuring up future phase. Can y'all just let it play out? God damn it. And oh, if this person fight, this person gonna fight this person, we gonna fight, and then this person gonna shoot the fade with that person, and they gonna get a back fade. And like, stop it. I was feel like LaRue, it was irritating. Like, shut up. Can y'all just let it play freaking out? So LaRue was sort of irritated with Nola because she felt like she just sort of met her, and she don't know Michelle and stuff that long. So it's kind of weird how she's willing to fight for her so quickly. So her and Nola sort of talked it outside. And to be honest, LaRue really has grown. The Academy, she didn't deserve to fail because all LaRue would have said or started up some more shit and they would have been fighting in the club. So they sort of fake pieced it out for the time being because from what it looked like in the trailer, I think that's the girl that LaRue gonna be fighting. And then we get to DTB and Naj. So they sort of start talking about the couple situation, and Naj brings up Dawn. And she's like, you know, I'm not trying to be messy, like, but like he's sassy. For y'all, there's two sides of Dawn. There's Dawn and Danisha. Danisha is that guy. Like Danisha stirs up some shit. Danisha be popping her shit. Danisha, you know, is hot shit. You feel me? Like Danisha clock T. Danisha messy. Okay? Dawn is that hood nigga who be squabbling on them boxing matches, who be winning. So there's two sides to Dawn. You know what I'm saying? So Naj didn't like Danisha because Danisha used to like really clock her T. And every time her T was clocked, she wasn't dealing with it. You feel me? So you know what I noticed too? Mac, you are slowly but surely revealing yourself. Because the moment he heard the word gay and sassy, he like, what you said, Naj? Huh? Naj, what you said? And I'm like, there wasn't talk about you yet, Mac. So next thing you know, Almond walks in. Almond don't like me, I heard, because of some stuff I said on here. Almond, I don't know you personally. This is all for comedic purposes. Do not take it personal, Almond. Okay? But Almond, I feel like he just reeks of liquor and poppers. Like he comes in like, hey! So he comes in or whatever, and he comes in to me with good energies, introducing himself to the cast or whatever. And then he's like, hey, where the niggas out, whatever. And I was just like, no more gay niggas, basically. Let me tell y'all something. A lot of punks have read Naj down so hard, the bitch is traumatized. I'm sorry. I think Naj is traumatized by gay people. Men specifically. I think it traumatized the hell out of her. Half of them playboys done read her rights. They done bashed her up and down. She don't know what to do. She hate this. Naj hate to see a gay nigga coming. Cause it's like, damn, she lucky dated one, some. So it's like, it bothers her. It triggers her. That was ignorant as shit though, Naj. What the fuck? But I'm not even surprised, okay? At all. But what killed me is Mac. Like, I'm glad now we clocking Mac T because the way you was looking at Almond as if he has some kind of like venereal disease bothered me. Like you talking about cranking up your face like that, like he did something to you. You're not beating them rumors for nothing, ain't you, nigga? And then we get the introduction of Jace Titchmay Money. So she comes in looking like Lola from Shark Tale, hair long to her booty. Okay, she come in, she beat. Her big Debbie cakes popping out. She like, some guys like, I'm here. LaRue, oh, give me a hug. Diamond, oh my God. So what's up, guys? I heard it's Deja Vu. Like, what's tea? And then you have Max standing over there like, knowing damn well you looking at her booty. Listen, I don't care what nobody say. This is the first time Joyce Titchmay, baby, had every right to put her hands on the natural born female. I don't give a fuck. You hit her first. You started with her first over an argument that we all can agree on. We a lot of us think, Naj, that Cash would be able to get you. That's just our opinion. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's what we think. And first of all, I'm sick of people online making, oh, they need to do Bad Blood. They need to do this. At this point, we've all given up on the fact that Naj and Cash will ever be in the same room. It's just not gonna happen. We've all given up. It's not gonna happen anymore. So it's like us holding our hope on it is us wasting our time. It's not gonna fucking happen. I'm sick of people doing show fantasies on it, events that they might be at together. It's just not gonna happen. Okay, it's ridiculous. But a lot of us think that Naj, you might get got by Cash. I feel like it would be either a good tie or Cash would win. That's what I think. It'll be a tie or Cash would win. That's my opinion. The reason why I say I feel like that is because I saw Cash fight Ivory, and that's a big bitch. So I just feel like when it comes to Naj, even though she punches quick, Cash will be able to keep up and still not fold. But Naj not gonna fold either. Okay? So she's asking Joyce about it. She's just like, so you was trolling me online and stuff. You talking about a bitch could whip me. Joyce is like, what do you mean? Like, we can have our own opinion. Like, you thinking that we can't have our own opinion is crazy, Naj. Like, what do you want to do? Like, do you want to touch my body or my face? Like, what's up? Because I'm giving cut, you give it back. Like, what's up? Huh? Let's do that way. So she's standing there. Naj is like talking her ish. And then she's like, oh, so you thinking a bitch could whip me is crazy. And then she should bow. When I tell you she socked the body out of Joyce, I said, oh my God. We saw the spirit of Lola Shark Tail jump out of Joyce. The way and how hard Naj socked her. Next thing you know, Joyce literally turned Naj into a broom. We saw a broomstick. She shaboom and start to sweep her on the floor. I don't care what nobody say. Like Joyce or not, she had every right to defend herself. I don't care. Naj hit her first. That's the one fight I will say Joyce had every right. Other fights I'll be like back and forth on, but she had every right in that one. I'm sorry. Okay? This was a really, really good first episode, though. I'm excited for that 20 versus 1, though, they do next episode. Let me know what y'all think down below. And well, babies.
No, personal thing.